The rain hit the ground hard the night Arav Malhotra was thrown out of his own house. He still remembered every second of it. "Get out," his father had said, his voice cold, sharper than the thunder outside. "From today, you are no son of mine." Arav stood there drenched, not from the rain but from disbelief. "Dad, please, just listen." "I've listened enough," his father roared. "You betrayed this family." Arav's eyes shifted toward his stepmother, Mira, who stood quietly beside his father, pretending to wipe tears. But Arav knew better. She wasn't sad. She had won. "Take your lies and leave," she said softly. "We gave you everything, and this is how you repay us?" "I didn't steal anything," Arav shouted. "The company money, I didn't touch it." But no one believed him, not even his younger brother Rohan, who avoided eye contact completely. That hurt the most. Within minutes, Arav's suitcase was thrown outside. The gate slammed shut behind him. And just like that, he lost his home, his family, his name. 5 years later, a black luxury car stopped in front of the same mansion. The gate slowly opened. Arav stepped out. But this was not the same broken boy from 5 years ago. He wore a perfectly tailored suit. His posture was calm, controlled. His eyes, cold, very cold. A guard approached him nervously. "Sir, may I ask who you are?" Arav smiled slightly. "Tell Mr. Malhotra. His son is back." Inside, the Malhotra family sat around a dining table that once felt warm, but now felt hollow. Business wasn't going well. Losses, debt, lawsuits. Mira's face was tense. "We need investors," she said sharply, "or we lose everything." Before anyone could respond, a servant rushed in. "Sir, someone is here to see you." "Who?" "He says he's your son." Silence. The father frowned. "What nonsense." And then Arav walked in. The glass in Mira's hand slipped and shattered on the floor. Rohan stood up instantly. "Arav!" Their father's face turned pale. "No, this isn't possible." Arav walked forward slowly, each step echoing through the room. "Miss me?" he said calmly. "You have no right to be here," Mira snapped, quickly recovering. "You were thrown out." Arav tilted his head. "Yes, I remember." He looked directly at his father. "You accused me of stealing from the company." His father clenched his jaw. "Because you did." Arav chuckled softly. "No, I didn't." He snapped his fingers. A man in a suit walked in and placed a file on the table. 5 years, Arav said. "I spent 5 years proving something you never even questioned." He opened the file. Bank transfers, fake signatures, shell accounts. He looked at Mira. "All leading back to you." "Lies!" Mira screamed. "This is fabricated." "Is it?" Arav said calmly. He pressed a button on his phone. A video began playing on the large screen. It showed Mira talking to someone. "Just transfer it through the third account. Arav will take the blame anyway. He's too naive." The room froze. Rohan stepped back in shock. "Mom!" Their father staggered slightly, grabbing the chair. You did this?" Mira's expression broke. For the first time, she had no answer. "I lost everything because of you," Arav said, his voice no longer calm. Now it carried weight, pain, fire. "I begged you to believe me," he said, looking at his father. "But you didn't." His father's eyes filled with regret. "Arav, No," Arav cut him off. "You don't get to speak now." Silence filled the room again, but this time, it belonged to Arav. "I didn't come back just to prove I was innocent," he continued. "I came back to take everything you took from me." Mira laughed nervously. "You think you can destroy us?" Arav smiled. "I already have." He placed another document on the table. "Your company, it's bankrupt." Their father shook his head. "That's impossible." "I bought your debts," Arav said. "Every single one." Rohan whispered, "You own the company now?" Arav looked at him. "Yes." The same house, the same family, but the power had changed. Completely. "Get out," the words echoed. This time, It was Arav who said them. Mira stared at him in disbelief. You can't do this. Arav's expression didn't change. I'm just returning the favor. His father stepped forward, broken. Please, Arav, this is still your home. Arav paused. For a moment. Just a moment. The old Arav flickered in his eyes. Then it disappeared. No, he said quietly. It stopped being my home the day you chose her over me. One by one. They walked out, the same way Arav once did, with nothing. That night, Arav stood alone in the mansion. Victory should have felt good, but it didn't, not completely. Rohan came back, slowly, carefully. I didn't believe you, he said, and I hate myself for it. Arav didn't respond immediately. You were scared, he finally said. Rohan nodded. That doesn't make it right. Silence. Then Arav sighed. Some things can't be fixed overnight. Rohan swallowed. But can they be fixed? Arav looked at him. For the first time, his eyes softened. Maybe, he said. Epilogue. Months later, the Malhotra Empire rose again. But this time, under Arav's control. Stronger, cleaner, unbreakable. Mira, she faced the law. His father, he lived quietly, carrying the weight of his mistakes. And Arav, he didn't just take revenge, he rebuilt himself. Because in the end, the greatest revenge was becoming the man they never believed he could be.